Hey, what's up? This is Dr. Taylor Krick at the Washington Wellness Center, and we're highlighting some of the books that we have in our education library. These books are really, really great resources. So if somebody comes in and they've got a digestive issue, or they've got an autoimmune condition, or they've got a X, Y, or Z symptom, we're not only going to tell them, here's what we need to do and put together a plan and a protocol. We're going to say, hey, you need to read this book, you need to listen to this podcast, you need to watch this webinar. We're going to send them a lot of resources outside of our office, because education is a really, really important part of what we do. You have to understand why we recommend something and what impact that's going to have on your health. So a couple examples of that, diet's a huge part of what we do. What we say is that in today's world, diet alone oftentimes isn't going to get you well, but you can't do it without it. So we often start there. So here's one book called No Grain, No Pain. The title is pretty self-explanatory, but it's relating grain, gluten sensitivity, other inflammatory grains to pain that you feel throughout your body. And we've seen people in the past remove gluten or remove grains, and all of a sudden their pain goes away. So there's certainly a connection there for some people. Now what we do is we have bookmarks so that people can come in and read these while they're using our sauna. So you can see this bookmark. This person's almost halfway done with this book. She just puts the bookmark back in. The next time that she comes in, she just picks up right where she left off without having to take this home. Now another one is the Autoimmune Paleo Cookbook. So Autoimmune Paleo Protocol is something that we use a lot because we see a lot of autoimmune conditions, and it's quite restrictive. And it's not so easy as just, hey, look at the foods list of here are the foods to avoid and here are the foods that you can eat. You get home and you get to the grocery store and you're like, what can I have? So getting a good cookbook is full of recipes, and you can flip through this, know that they're all Autoimmune Paleo approved, pick 10 recipes that sound good to you, and maybe you just go out to the grocery store and get the groceries for those 10 recipes, and that's an easy way to start. And then as you continue to learn more, you start to know a little bit more about how to shop, how to prepare, how to cook, how to eat. But at first, it's really, really helpful to give our patients resources. Hey, the reason that we stocked up on our library is because we found that our patients were having problems implementing this. And we wanted to give as many resources as we could to make this easier for our patients. Everything that we do is about our patients and about trying to help them in their journey to becoming a healthier version of themselves. So we see a lot of autoimmune conditions. We see a lot of suspected autoimmunity. This is a really, really powerful, really great elimination diet where we cut out inflammatory foods and only focus on nutrient-dense, healthy foods that aren't pouring any fuel on an inflammatory fire.